So I'm heading out of camp here, camp number 45 here at Monahans, Sandhills State Park. Gonna go through a little tour, see some of the other camp areas here. And yeah, it's a lot of sand dunes and shinnery oak, but there's some completely undisturbed sand dunes once you get into the interior. Right up here is the shower house, the bathroom right there to the left. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a right here and I'm going to head down to a picnic area just to see some of the rest of the park. It's just a gorgeous morning before I start heading out and heading on south. As you can see, the park is not that crowded this time of year, of course. It was a little cool last night, probably got down to about 42 degrees, but I was well prepared. A good little tent and a 0-degree sleeping bag. A decent sleeping mat, and I always do like sleeping on the sand. I don't know what the deal is, it's just kind of cool to me. And I do have the camera mounted on my storage box mount, and it works pretty well. I really like this perspective. It's West Texas, you gotta have a pump jack somewhere. So this is the turnaround picnic area, and some pretty small dunes, but some pretty clean dunes here. And I think once you go over that dune there, you've got a plethora of other dunes you can play on. Now we're heading out of the park, but I will make a detour to another picnic area up here to the left, and it gets into some separate picnic areas, and then there's a turnaround at the very end. But yeah, there's a lot of places to explore out here. If you have the time, you'll probably get lost in the dunes, that's for sure. But like I said, it's a beautiful morning here. Good time to go kind of exploring and looking at things since there's not a whole lot of people here. This gentleman up here running is the guy from Lawrence, Kansas, that I said looked like Jeff Daniels. And super nice guy. Really enjoyed visiting with him. We're going to make a turn around here, head back the way we came, and start getting on the road to Cayenosa, Texas, home of Alma's restaurant. It's a super Mexican food out in the middle of nowhere. Every chance I get, if I'm anywhere close, I sure like to stop by there. I'll stop in Monahans and probably top off with a little gas before I start heading south toward Cayenosa, and Seminole Canyon State Park is where I will end up tonight. The beautiful sunrise at the dunes, Good cup of coffee to get me going. A great view from one of the highest dunes at the park. There's my camp for the night. Always good to stop at Cayenosa, Texas, at Alma's Mexican restaurant. The stacked enchiladas are about the best I've ever eaten. And Sanderson's an interesting little town, the county seat of Terrell County. And here's the county courthouse. Took a little break there. And the facade of the old school, the old Sanderson School. And you got to stop at Langtree to see the old Jersey Lily. And if you're down this way, you're probably going to go over the Pecos River High Bridge. An absolutely beautiful drive from Monahans down to Fort Stockton, over to Sanderson, through Dryden, and ending up in Langtree, and just past Langtree, over the Pecos High Bridge, we wind up in our next state park, and it's Seminole Canyon State Park. This is the picnic area, right close to the Visitor Center. Seminole State Park is famous for its type of small cliff dwellings through Seminole Canyon and the numerous pictographs and cave paintings that are down into the canyon. This is my home for the night, and a little tour of Roadrunner Campground. We'll reach Roadrunner Flats, and what we'll do is we'll just go out here to the end and we'll make a circle and we'll come right back out. So as we head out this way on Roadrunner Flats Campground, you'll see there's a lot of pull-throughs, and this is primitive. There's no hookups or electricity here at all. But it's down off the hill, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place, and you kind of have some views of Seminole Canyon right here to our right. Here's my neighbors in the Jeep, and right here is my camp. Looks like it's setting up to be a very beautiful evening here at the canyon.